In Japanese Shintoism, the universe has imbued spirits into it. Now, this spirit is basically a form of manifestation that through our own consciousness or the world's consciousness has decided to impart some mystical presence to it. Such as a Shinto shrine. When you walk through a Shinto shrine, you're walking into the realm of that deity or that form of spirit. When you walk into a temple, it can be embodied into a temple. Even a clock on the wall, if it's been there long enough, it may, through the love or compassion of that item, begin to gain a spirit that embodies it. A form, even maybe just the form of that person who loved it so. Now, we here in the planet, in the earth, around the trees and plants, you begin to connect to what is known as the nature spirits, the spirits of just the trees and the plants and the little organisms and creatures such as the small ants. There is an underlying field of life force emitting through all of these beings. And the more you practice with patience and awareness, the more you begin to see the rippling effects of movement of the energetic values of these plants and the spirit that inhabits them. Now we have spirit, of course. Spirit in the Western society may be considered just God, but we have spirit. Spirit is that energetic body, sort of like prana, sort of like chi, but on its own subtle level. Like if you look at a leaf, you can see the energetic value around that leaf. Now the more you begin to embody this field of awareness, the more the plants and nature begin to have a larger depth of complexity and life to them. And you begin to see the full magnificence of this life in this world that we live in. Seeing nature in its purest form as its own ruler, as its own right to exist. We have not the right to take that from nature. We should not be so caught up in trying to organize nature. Nature does itself on its own. It doesn't need us to live. But we should be grateful that we do get to live in such a beautiful environment as the trees and the plants in this kingdom of spirit, in this kingdom of nature. I encourage you to study Shintoism, understanding how it is correlated with Buddhism now, and the incorporation of the Buddhism from China that was derived from India. And so much has been awakened within that practice through the incorporation and combination of those unique spiritual practices. Now it's a little chilly out here, so I'm gonna go back in, but I quite appreciate you and love you all and pray you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.